You have a 11-year-old twins.
Yeah. You think you're shocked? No, when my wife is she was half my age when I married her. She's catching up though, and we both just started thinking it would be a shame if she went through her life without having children. So even though it was late for me, it was getting late for her in her cycle. So we decided to do it, but we had not planned on twins. But you know what? When I went in to look at the sonogram, I swear I saw 3 heartbeats. And when he said twins, I was thrilled. So I was watching Cops the other day on my television, and the boys came in and sat down with me.
Bad boys.
Yeah,
what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
And so I'm in there watching Cops, and they come in and sit down with me. We watched a couple of episodes, and Wanda walks in and says, "What are you doing, letting them watch that show?" I said, "Wanda, I just told them that if you watch up there, everybody they're arresting is drinking or doing drugs." And I said, "That's what they're going to learn from this." So the next day, Wanda asked him, said, "What'd you learn from Cops?" "Don't drink drugs." I said, "Yeah, okay, maybe we need to start over." But
Don't drink drugs.
Don't drink drugs.
Kids at home, don't drink drugs.
Life's lessons.
You're a philosophical guy. What have been your influences?
Well, I think my biggest influences have been musical influences like Ray Charles and guys like that. I asked Ray one time, I said, "Ray, when do you know when to do those little soulful licks?" He said, "Kenny, if you have to ask, they're wrong." And it made so much sense, because those are things that come from the inside. So if you don't feel them, don't do them. And I think that people like that have influenced me because Ray and I became pretty good friends. I became relatively good friends with Elvis and with Michael Jackson as well. And I learned that there's a point, and I'll put Dolly in that category, where you can't go out. Michael Jackson, I was doing a photography book of celebrities, and I called and asked him if he would do it, and I said, "Michael, I've done this a long time. I'll give you a promise. You'll be out in 15 minutes. Because I was shooting 8x10s. I said, "I'll shoot 2 color and 2 black and white. And if you don't like them, you don't have to use them." He came over, he brought his chimpanzee. He was there 8 hours because he didn't have anybody else to talk to. So we sat around and just talked about the business and all that. And I think that was very telling to me that you don't want to get that big. And it's like Dolly Parton has become such an image in your mind. I mean, I think people see me and they think, "Is that Kenny Rogers?" But with Dolly, there's no doubt. It is her. And she can't go anywhere without being fully made up. God forbid she get out with her hair down and no makeup on. And so that's a tragedy, I think. And all those guys have really suffered greatly because of their success. But the other thing I learned that's really interesting, I think, is that the entertainment business, success is graded on a curve. And the longer it takes for you to get to the top, the longer your glide ratio down. Like in my case, probably my best years were the late 80s, early 90s, and I'm still cranking it out. So, and if you look around at all the ones who've been around, Dolly Parton, if you look at Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, all those guys, they are who they said they were. Johnny Cash, there's no doubt what Willie Nelson's all about, and there's no doubt what Johnny Cash was all about. And Dolly, she's another one. So I think your greatest chance for survival is being who you say you are and being true to that. People don't like to be fooled. If you get out and you're say something one day and something else the next day, it's going to come back to haunt you.